In this lecture, we'll study loop analysis or mesh analysis. This is another technique used to reduce the given network or to analyze the given network. In loop analysis or mesh analysis, we will use Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's voltage law is used, which is applied to each loop in the network. Now the question is, what is meant by loop? Here I have shown a simple circuit. Assume that this is A, B, C, D, E. A, B, E, F, A is known as one loop. Any closed circuit is known as loop or mesh. So in this circuit, I can say I have two loops. One is A, B, E, F, A. Another loop is B, C, D, E, B. Now let us say I1, I2 and I3 are the branch currents. I1, I2, I3 are branch currents. Branch currents are the one which flows through a particular branch. For example, here current I1 flows in branch AB. Similarly, I2 flows in branch BE. I3 is the current which flows through branch BC. So these are called branch currents. In loop analysis, we will prefer finding the loop current rather than the branch currents. Once if we find the loop current, we can easily find any branch currents. Now let us see what is loop current. Loop current is the current which flows through an entire loop. For example, in this circuit we have two loops. One is A, B, E, F, A and another loop B, C, D, E, B. Now I will assume current X flows through loop A, B, E, F, A and I'll assume another current Y which flows through C, B, E, D, C. So now the care should be taken while giving the direction of the loop current. In this loop, there is a voltage source connected between branch AF. So now we'll assume that the current X is flowing from positive terminal to negative terminal. That is, the positive terminal is here, here is the negative terminal. It means the current is flowing from A, B, E, F, A. So now I can say X is the loop current which flows through loop A, B, E, F and A. Similarly, Y is the loop current which flows through C, B, E, D, C. Look at the polarity of this voltage source. Here is the plus sign, here is the minus sign. We'll always consider a conventional current. Conventional current is the one in which we assume that current flows from positive to negative terminal. Actually, current is nothing but flow of electrons and electrons will flow from negative to positive. But for convenient purpose, we will use the conventional current. In that, we will assume that current is flowing from positive to negative terminal. So with respect to positive and negative, I am giving the direction as positive to negative like this. So here positive to negative, that is in this direction. Now in loop analysis, I can say current Y is flowing in the loop C, B, E, D, C. In loop analysis, we supposed to apply KVL to each loop. So now, instead of finding the branch currents I1, I2, I3, we will calculate the loop current X and Y. because once if we find x and y, we can easily find I1, I2, and now let us apply KVL to each loop. Apply KVL to loop x. I can call it as loop x. So it is understood that loop x is nothing but A, B, E, F, A loop. That is A, B, E, F and A loop. So now while applying KVL to the particular loop, we know that Kirchhoff's voltage law says that in a closed circuit, total supply voltage is equal to algebraic sum of voltage drop across individual elements. According to this, in loop A, B, E, F, A, there is one voltage source and there are two resistors. So now I can say voltage 5 volt is equal to voltage drop across 5 ohm resistor plus voltage drop across 20 ohm resistor. That is, I can say the supply voltage is equal to voltage across 5 ohm resistor. So voltage is nothing but current into resistor. That is, in 5 ohm resistor current X is flowing. That is 5x. Always we should remember that current entering the resistor is always positive than current leaving the resistor. So now I can say 5 is equal to drop across this is 5x. Now the current X is flowing in 20 ohm resistor. In 20 ohm resistor another current is flowing, that is Y. So now I can say in current 20 ohm resistor two currents are flowing, one is X and one more is Y. Now look at the direction of X and Y. Current X is flowing from B to E. Similarly current Y is flowing from B to E. As both are flowing in same direction, so it's supposed to be plus. Now simplifying this, I can write 5 is equal to 5x plus 20x plus 20y. Simplifying this, I can write it as 25x plus 20y. So call it as equation number 1. Now similarly, apply KVL to loop Y. So here loop Y is nothing but B, C, D, E, B loop. So start from the voltage source. Here the voltage source is 3 volt. So 3 volt is equal to drop across 30 ohm resistor plus drop across 20 ohm resistor. So I will write it as 3 is equal to, now move along with the direction of current Y. So current Y then flows through C and B, that is I can write it as 30Y. Then it is flowing in 20 ohm resistor. So here 20 ohm resistor is common to both the loops. So we are supposed to consider drop across this individually in each loop. So I can write it as 20. Here Y and X are flowing in same direction. So it is either you can write Y plus X or X plus Y because direction of is same. So simplifying this, I can write 3 is equal to 30y plus 20y plus 20x. Simplifying this, I can write it as 3 is equal to 20x plus 50y. I will call it as equation number 2. Now solving equation 1 and 2, we can use calculator. Use the calculator in equation mode. Press on mode. There is a equation select this, it is asking for unknowns. So in my example there are two unknowns, that is x and y. Choose two. Now it is asking the coefficient of first unknown variable, that is x. So in my equation 5u is equal to 25x plus 20y. So I'll assume that this is first variable and this is second variable. Now we supposed to enter the coefficient of first variable, that is 25u. Next press on equal. It is asking the coefficient of second variable, that is 20. We supposed to type here is equal to c1 is nothing but this value, that is 5u. Similarly, now we'll concentrate on the second equation. Here the coefficient in second equation is 20, next coefficient is 50, and next coefficient is 3. So after pressing equal, I got the first value x is equal to x is equal to 0.223 amps, and just press on equal sign once again, and y is equal to minus of 0.0294 amps. So these are the loop currents x and y. Here the value of x is positive. It indicates that the direction what we have taken is correct, that is current is flowing in the same direction. Here we got y as minus. It indicates that the current y is flowing in opposite direction. That's all. Now let us see how to find the branch currents once if you find the loop current. So here the branch currents are I1, I2 and I3. Look at this example. What is I1? I1 is the current which flows through 5 ohm resistor. I1 is the current which flows through 5 ohm resistor. Now we'll see what loop current is flowing in 5 ohm resistor. That is, in 5 ohm resistor current X is flowing. Therefore, I can say that I1 is equal to X. So which is equal to 0.223 amps. Now let us see what is I2. I2 is the current which flows through 20 ohm resistor. So here current I2 is flowing from node B to node E, from top to bottom. Current X is flowing from B to E. Current Y is also flowing from B to E. Now I can say I2 is equal to sum of those two loop currents X and Y, that is X plus Y is equal to 0.223 minus of 0.0294. So let's calculate this. 0.223 minus 0.0294, that is 0.1936 amps. Similarly, we'll calculate I3. So here I3 is the current which is flowing through B to C. So in 30 ohm resistor, the loop current Y is flowing, but current Y is flowing from C to B. Therefore, now I can say I3 current and Y current are opposite to each other in direction. So I can say I3 is equal to minus of Y, because Y and I3 are opposite to each other. Therefore, I can write I3 is equal to minus of minus Y, that is plus 0.0294 amps. So this is how we can calculate a branch currents with the help of loop currents in loop analysis or mesh analysis. In my next lecture, study super loop concept. Thank you.